Greetings, galactic explorers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that perfectly illustrates just how wonderfully weird humanity can be. Our tale begins on board the orbital station, Harmony's Reach, a melting pot of species from across the galaxy. We follow Security Inspector Kizith, a by-the-book officer from a species known for its meticulous attention to safety protocols. Kizith is conducting routine bioscans of the human habitation sector. For him, it's just another Tuesday. He expects to find trace amounts of exotic pollens, maybe a few unregistered food items. What he doesn't expect is for his scanner to start screaming bloody murder. Red lights flash, alarms blare. The device is flagging multiple Class 4 terrestrial predators. We're talking organisms with razor-sharp retractable claws, dentition evolved for tearing flesh, and reflexes that make a viper look sluggish. These aren't just animals, they're finely tuned killing machines. Kizith's chitinous plates clatter as he recoils in shock. Predators? Here, in the human living quarters? His training kicks in instantly. This is a containment breach of the highest order. He slams his multi-jointed hand on the emergency panel. Containment protocol initiated. Sector Gamma 7 is now under full lockdown. I have multiple hostile biosignatures detected. Repeat, hostile biosignatures. Heavy blast doors hiss shut, sealing off the entire human wing. Inside, humans are going about their day. One is trying to teach his golden retriever to fetch a squeaky toy. Another is watching a movie with a fluffy cat curled up on her lap. Suddenly, the lights flicker to a pulsing red, and a synthesized voice announces, "Emergency lockdown. Remain in your quarters. Extraction teams are en route." Confusion ripples through the sector. An invasion, a hull breach, no one knows. Then the sound of heavy armored footsteps echoes in the corridors. Squads of heavily armed security personnel, led by a frantic Kizith, stack up outside a door labeled Apartment 734, Jessica Riley. Kizith points his own weapon at the door, his mandibles twitching nervously. Scans indicate the primary threat is in this unit. On my mark, breach, breach, breach. The door explodes inward. The team storms the apartment, weapons raised, combat lights cutting through the dim room. There, on a plush sofa, sits Jessica, mid-sip from a mug of tea. On her lap is a small, ginger-furred creature, purring so loudly it sounds like a tiny motor. It looks up at the armed intruders, blinks slowly, and lets out a soft meow. Kizith freezes, his scanner going haywire. "Target acquired. Do not move, human. We are here to neutralize the predator." Jessica stares at them, then down at the purring ball of fluff on her lap, then back at the terrified-looking alien security chief. "Predator? You mean Mr. Whiskers?" The security team looks utterly bewildered. They were prepped for a slavering beast, not this fluffy thing. Kizith points a trembling claw at the cat. That creature. My scans confirm it possesses serrated claws, carnivorous physiology, and heightened predatory instincts. It is a clear and present danger to station security. Jessica carefully lifts the cat, who just yawns, showing off a set of tiny, sharp teeth. "This is a cat, a domestic cat. He's my pet." Kizith's antennae droop in confusion. "A pet? You voluntarily cohabitate with this apex hunter?" Jessica giggles. "Well, his primary hunting activities involve chasing a laser pointer and aggressively napping. But yes, technically he's a predator. He lives with me, voluntarily." The concept doesn't compute for Kizith. His species evolved on a planet where anything with sharp teeth was a mortal enemy. The idea of inviting one into your home, letting it sleep on your furniture. It's madness. "But why?" he stammers. Jessica scratches Mr. Whiskers behind the ears. "Because he's cute and fluffy, and he purrs. It's comforting." Just as Kizith is trying to process this revelation, a frantic call comes over his comms from another team. Sir, we've breached apartment 741. We have a pack of lupine predators cornered. Kazith's blood runs cold. Wolves, humans, domesticated wolves. He sprints down the hall, arriving to find another team in a standoff with a man and two gleefully wagging golden retrievers who are trying to lick the soldiers' rifles. The man, Dave, is holding up his hands. Whoa! Whoa! Easy, fellas! They just want to play. This is Max and this is Cooper. They're dogs. Kazith stares at the panting creatures, their wolf-like ancestry clear to his analytical eyes. They are descended from pack hunters. Their jaws can crush bone. Dave laughs. Yeah, but they'd rather crush a bowl of kibble. Good boys, aren't you? Yes, you are. Max and Cooper respond with enthusiastic barks and more tail wagging. The day gets progressively weirder for Inspector Kazith. He learns about hamsters, tiny rodents kept in cages for amusement. He discovers parrots, birds that mimic the human voice, a trait associated with insidious psychic parasites on his homeworld. But the final straw comes when his team is called to a venomous entity situation. They find a woman calmly misting the inside of a glass tank. Inside, a colorful serpent is coiled gracefully around a branch. Kazith's scanner confirms it. A hemotoxic venom producer. One bite could be fatal. Human! Step away from the serpentine assassin! He bellows. The woman turns, unconcerned. Oh, this is Noodles! He's a corn snake! He's perfectly harmless! Kazith points at the scanner, reading, It says this, Noodles is venomous. She smiles patiently. Oh, you mean my other pet? She points to another, securely locked terrarium. Inside is a beautiful, but undeniably dangerous-looking viper. That's Medusa. She's a Gaboon Viper. Yes, she's highly venomous. No, you can't pet her. I just think she's beautiful. By the end of the day, a thoroughly traumatized Inspector Kazith is filing his report. Conclusion, he types, his appendages shaking slightly. The species human displays a psychological compulsion to domesticate, nurture, and even cuddle life forms that any other sane species would either eradicate or flee from. Their criteria for this behavior appears to be an arbitrary quality they refer to as cuteness. Sector Gamma 7 is not under threat from predators, but from the baffling insanity of its human occupants, recommending mandatory psychological evaluations for the entire species, and a raise for me. And so, the lockdown was lifted, and the legend of Predator Day was born on Harmony's Reach. It serves as a hilarious reminder that one species' terrifying monster is another's beloved fluffy companion. What do you think is the weirdest pet a human could have? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tales from across the cosmos. See you next time.